let me tell you what, I cannot wait to explore this open world. And a lot of us are wondering what to expect from the actual map from Fallout 76. And of course, we did get some teases of it from the brand new gameplay that was posted by Bethesda. But you guys have pieced together the entire map with officially revealed locations and some locations that are speculated upon. But yeah, this looks freaking amazing. We're going to go in depth, bit by bit, as to what we can expect from the brand new Fallout 76 map from West Virginia. And yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff in here, and I cannot wait to get into it. And if you guys did miss it, you know, Bethesda did post a brand new, well, it's not brand new, it's new in the sense that it's actual HD quality, showing off the new camp system in Fallout 76, which of course is how you build your settlement. It's a mobile system. It's really cool. Check it out in the description below if you want to find out more. But we're talking about the map today, so we're going to dive into that right now and talk about all the locations we will be seeing, including, you know, the area that's known as the Cranberry location of the map. Then we've got more urbanized city districts in the map, gorgeous forests, of course, what secrets lie within, and then the more folklore areas, the swamplands and areas within West Virginia. So let's dive into this right now. So first of all, very special thank you to these people right here. They really worked together to piece together a lot of this information, so nod to them on this one for sure. But let's open up our first image, which of course is the entire map pieced together from a lot of the gameplay that has surfaced of Fallout 76. Again, remember, this is going to be 4 times larger than Fallout 4, which is insanely impressive, and I cannot wait to explore it with you guys. Definitely. So, first of all, we're going to go up to our northwest quadrant of the map, which is going to be holding what's known as Toxic Valley, which sounds like you're probably going to need some power armor to really explore that area. Now, as you can see, we have locations that are marked in yellow and then orange. This is really important because the orange areas are areas that are speculated upon, and then of course the yellow areas are all but confirmed. And up in the northwest quadrant of the map, we're expected to emerge from none other than Vault 76. So it sounds like this is where we're going to be starting out our adventure in Fallout 76. And then to the immediate northwest of us, it looks like there's going to be some sort of possible theme park known as Willing or something like that. And then possibly the Toxic Valley could be heading up into a Pennsylvania type area as well. Also, it's speculated that we will be seeing some sort of Camp Dawson in the north, I guess you would say, western segment of this map space. But it looks like what is confirmed is we will be expected to be heading to a train yard, as you can see here. And train yards are pretty familiar to us all that especially played, you know, Fallout 3. That's where we met our friend Dogmeat. At least that's where I met him. But also we will be headed to an isolated cabin, the lumber mill, and then Alpine River Cabin. So already in the northwest section of this map, we're seeing a lot of diverse gameplay opportunities for sure. And, you know, from what I'm seeing, a lot of opportunities as well to really get in there and build out our camps. And that's going to be a huge part of this game, is getting with friends and building up our settlements and also defending them, as you can see in this gameplay here. Defending your settlement and camp is going to be a big deal as well. So moving on, let's go back to that map space here. And as you can see, here's some artwork depicting some of the lands we will also be exploring. I'm going to be diving into this a little bit more in just a moment. There are some really cool areas down south. So, back to the map. To our east of this northwest quadrant of the map, this is going to be part 1 of 4 that we're exploring of the map. We have the Vault Tech University, so that's going to be really cool. It sounds like that's something that's going to offer us a lot of knowledge and insight into, you know, vaults, and also perhaps unlocking vaults as well. Remember, a lot of these locations are going to hold the secret to that nuclear bomb, which you will be able to launch against other players. And that's going to be its own type of puzzle as well. But there's some other areas in here. You know, we have a food processing center, excuse me, and then a green country lodge, and then some speculation here about, you know, flatwoods, and then some other areas, which by the way, you can see that there is a crashed down plane here next to a radio tower as well. And we also did see some crashed planes in Fallout 4, so I think that probably will be correct as well. Of course, you would expect planes going down during an apocalyptic event. So let's talk more about this map. We're going to head to quadrant number 2, which is going to be the northeast section of the map this time. And this is going to hold the Savage Divide and the Mire. And then there's a lot of speculation going on here, but we're going to start out with what is actually confirmed, which is Morgantown, excuse me, Morgantown. So you have Morgantown, and then the airport to the north of that. So we will be expecting to explore an airport. Again, this just sounds mind-blowing with how much detail is in this map and how much, you know, different environments we will be able to explore. Just exploring alone in this map is going to be a real treat. And then we have Bolton Greens. That sounds very interesting. It could be some sort of park or something like that. We'll have to wait and find out. But it also looks like there's going to be a dam as well, which is going to offer, I think, a lot of sniping opportunities as you head into, you know, the actual open world. Yeah, you can also expect to run into other players along your journey. Remember, the map is going to be split into different types of servers, I guess you would say. Of course, you can get with your friends and meet up with other players and play in co-op, which I think a lot of us are excited for. Just to be honest, considering that there's so many Battle Royale games and so much emphasis on PvP lately in the gaming world, I think a lot of us are going to just enjoy exploring to our heart's content with friends. Alright, so back to the northeast quadrant of the map. Yes, so we will have the Mire, which I would expect to be more of your swampland area. But it looks like there's some sort of power station up there as well, which I would think would offer a lot of good looting opportunities with, you know, our friends. And also some new monsters that I would think we would be running into. But there's a very, very large lake here as well. And this heads down south into what's known as Shepherdstown. And of course that has a question mark. This is all speculation with the orange here. But the Mire does look like it's going to be really cool. I think this could be a potential glimpse into some of the swampland action. You know, giant frogs roaming around, mutated creatures that we will be, you know, facing off against. So that's going to be a huge opportunity to really, I think, for Bethesda to really dive into more of the creepy lore stuff, which they weren't shy about. You know, we will be, I think, hearing from the Mothman in this game, which, of course, if you've seen that movie, you know how freaky that was. So I'm excited about the Mothman tales for sure, and then experiencing that with friends. All right, so moving on, let's talk about quadrant number 3. Let's see where we're headed. This is going to be southwest. So this is southwest of the map, and we have the forest, which I think we did actually get a glimpse of what we can expect from the forest in this shot right here. Looks absolutely stunning here. As you can see, all the power lines heading into the valley there, and some opportunities to really scout out the area, get up on some tall facilities, and take a look at, you know, what is going on in the actual open world itself. So you can see just the views alone here are quite stunning. Alright, so this is also going to be housing, I guess you would say, an area called Ash Heap as well. And there's a lot of confirmed locations between the forest and Ash Heap, including, let's start out with the lower southern areas, including an area called Beckley, and then something called Sandwich Shop. Then we move over to our right towards Welch, and then get this, guys, another vault, Vault 63. So it looks like we will be exploring more than just our own vault, which is going to be known as Vault 76. So it's cool to see another vault in the mix. Always fun to explore those. They always have some sort of cool technology. You know that there's going to be some sort of goodies lying within, perhaps even those nuclear codes, which of course you want to, you know, figure that puzzle out with your friends. Then we have the Big Bend and Lewisburg, which looks like a very large city, a very dark city as well. And this could be Lewisburg, I'm not too sure. It looks like it's the color tone matches up with what we saw on the map, and it looks like it's been half destroyed big time. And it kind of really does, again, match up. Let's go back to the map. Match up with the actual color scheme of what's going on with the map to the actual gameplay shot. And of course we have the Burning Mine. Mines are going to be a thing that we will be exploring as well. Perhaps we'll find some valuable resources within there. And then the Relay Tower number 3, Uncanny Cavern, Riverside Manor, Charleston Fire Department we will be exploring, and the Rusty Pick, Relay Tower number 5, and then Charleston Landfill, which I think that probably will be offering its own threat in terms of radiation levels increasing when you get near that area. So that's going to be a lot of fun exploring, and I know a lot of these areas I would imagine would require some sort of radiation gear perhaps, and that's something you're going to have to work with friends to, you know, get through and obtain the proper items to further explore, I would imagine. Again, this map is going to be freaking huge, like 4 times bigger, which is absolutely insane. Now, what's really cool is they actually have what's called a Nuka-Cola quantum plant. So this is where they're actually producing a lot of the Nuka-Cola products and stuff like that. So that will be a real treat, I think, for a lot of us to visit for sure. And it looks like we have another dam here called Summersville Dam and then Summersville Mansion. So this Summersville name, I think, is going to be very important to perhaps the actual story in Fallout 76. So keep that one in mind, Summersville. Perhaps it could be connected to, you know, an extended family or something like that. All right, moving on. Let's see here. We have another airport and then a medical center, and this is all clustered in the southern area. So a lot going on here. But what's speculation is that we will be visiting another power plant as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. All right, let's move on to the southeast quadrant. And this is really cool. We have something called the Cranberry Bog, which I do believe we did actually get to see in the trailer right here. I think this is what we're actually seeing, called Cranberry Bog. And then there were some other gameplay clips showing players actually sneaking through this area, like really stealthy through this area. So looks like stealth is going to be a big option for those of you that really want that as an option. So that was nice to see in the gameplay as well. I think that I personally can't wait to explore the southern areas. There's just something about a lot of these areas that look really cool, including the top of the world ski resort. We didn't see much from this, but it sounds like there's also going to be snowy areas in the game too. You're going to be going from forest to snow-capped mountains, it sounds like, to, you know, irradiated wastelands, to this Cranberry Bog, and then swamplands, which I think Harper's Ferry is going to be another swampland type area, and that's going to be leading into the Valley Galleria. And then we will be apparently headed to Mount Weather, which looks like a pretty large facility as well. But yeah, a lot of really cool stuff here on this map. It looks like we'll also be seeing another, you know, more urbanized area. But this time, it looks like it's going to be some sort of asylum down south near this Cranberry Bog location. So, yeah, it sounds like a prison could be a big threat. Perhaps we'll be seeing, you know, AI that will be facing off against our prisoners down south. So that's something that we could be expecting. And by the way, guys, if you're wondering about factions in this game, there are going to be no factions. That was recently confirmed. You're expected to make your own type of factions, in other words. Players are going to be responsible for that. And yeah, let me know what type of faction you will be a part of. Will you be, you know, part of the more law-abiding faction? Or will you be a part of, you know, an all-out raider group that causes a lot of trouble? Let me know in the comments below. But guys, I can't freaking wait for this game. Look forward to more on it here at Open World Games, of course. And thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. The map looks like it's going to be just a ton of fun to explore this map. And again, special thanks to the crew that really put together a lot of this here. These guys are the heroes. Awesome work on this. But guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned here to Open World Games for more Fallout 76 and Open World Gaming goodness. I will see you guys soon enough in the Wasteland.